headed by Desert Mountain at 40 to 1, Joe Tizard. Edredon Bleu at 3 to 1, Tony McCoy. Fidalco 100 to 30, ridden by Ruby Walsh. Flagship of Borealis at 5 to 1, and Richard Johnson. And then Tutchev, currently the favourite, 5 to 2, Mick Fitzgerald's mount. And Function Dream, Graham Mayer, 8 to 1, Tony Ross rides.
1 to a chef, they've done 5 to 2. The trouble for the bookmakers, the weakness in this Edredon Bleu, 9 to 4, out to 7 to 2 now they're calling against Edredon Bleu. There has been money for Flagship of Borealis, who has touched 6 to 1 in 1 or 2 places. It's now 5 to 1 and 9 to 2 in places, that Edredon Bleu. Out to 9 to 1 again, that Function Dream, and it's 40 to 1, that Desert Mountain.
Fascinating race in prospect for the LadbrokesCasino.com Championship Chase. The 2-miler, Fidalco, Edredon Bleu, with Flagship of Borealis, Function Dream and Tutchev on the outside, and Desert Mountain took the first fence in last place. On towards the second, an open ditch, and it's Edredon Bleu. Gets the fire at the fences. Tony McCoy on board. Kicks him into this one, a great jump, and Flagship of Borealis hit that hard. Fidalco is second, Desert Mountain up the inside of Function Dream, then Flagship of Borealis and Tutchev in the red and yellow striped jacket, just the back marker. As they pass the enclosures then, with a circuit to go, the downhill fence will be next. And this Flagship of Borealis still okay despite that mistake as they climb to the highest point of the course, and it's Edredon Bleu on the inside of the nose-banded Fidalco. Then Function Dream in her final race today. Tutchev, Flagship of Borealis and Desert Mountain on the descent towards the third fence. Edredon Bleu came out best. That wonderful battle with Direct Route at the Cheltenham Festival last March, over a year ago now. Leads at this by a couple of lengths to Fidalco, took it well. Then Desert Mountain creeping up the inside again of Flagship of Borealis and Function Dream, and Mick Fitzgerald content to wait and bide his time on Tutchev, who can quicken up well as they start down the back straight. Line of 7 fences to take. One of the most spectacular sights in steeple chasing. Edredon Bleu really attacked the first of them, stood right off it. A good jump over the next. Edredon Bleu again met it well. Fidalco second, then Flagship of Borealis into third. Function Dream, Desert Mountain and Tutchev. Now an open ditch. Again, the leader very good at that, and in fact all 6 were, as they continue halfway down the back straight towards the water jump. Edredon Bleu by a couple of lengths to Fidalco, Flagship of Borealis on the near side and the Stars and Stripe jacket as they take the water. Tutchev moves up a place on the outside of Desert Mountain. Function Dream right of frame, just beginning to feel the pinch perhaps as they go towards the railway fences. 3 in a line. Edredon Bleu leads over the first one. Good fluent leap at that. Tutchev was a bit slow there as they head towards the next. This is the 9th of the 13 they're coming to. Edredon Bleu hasn't put a foot wrong so far. Fidalco over in second. Tutchev again a little bit laborious. The last in the back straight, Tony McCoy really winding up the leader now, Edredon Bleu, and he's going to take some pegging back if he can last home in these conditions. Fidalco still going well in second, and then back in third is Flagship of Borealis. Tutchev's not going at all. He's in 5th place and really struggling to hose in on the leaders as they begin the turn out of the back straight, and it's Edredon Bleu from Fidalco in second, and then in third is Flagship of Borealis coming there on the outside. Desert Mountain in 4th. No response whatsoever from Tutchev, who's disappointing. And finally, Function Dream. He gets to work on Edredon Bleu. Fidalco looks dangerous. Flagship of Borealis driven on the outside as they jump the pond fence. 3 out in the air together. The front 3 there. Desert Mountain back in 4th place. They round the final turn. Edredon Bleu, Fidalco challenging. Edredon Bleu running a very game race indeed in conditions that don't suit him. Fidalco on the outside over to another brilliant jump by Edredon Bleu there, gained him another length over Fidalco. They're pulling clear of Flagship of Borealis with 1 fence left to go. Edredon Bleu and Tony McCoy challenged by Ruby Walsh on Fidalco at the last. One more brilliant jump from Edredon Bleu, but is it enough? Fidalco's still coming at him. They're on the climb for home, and Edredon Bleu's getting tired. Fidalco wearing him down on the near side. Head to head, Fidalco, Edredon Bleu, close home. Fidalco, Edredon Bleu, it's tight. Edredon Bleu may just have won it. It's really tight though. Fidalco on the near side. The jockeys congratulate each other on a marvellous race there. They pulled right away with Desert Mountain and Flagship of Borealis disputing 3rd place. and then they were clear of Function Dream and Tuchev. It goes to the judge here. I can confirm that Desert Mountain is third. In fourth was Flagship Uberalis. But who's the winner? My impression was that Edredon Bleu might just have got back up, but the angle's deceptive. Fidalgo was wearing him down on the run-in, and there the freeze frame. Perhaps it is Edredon. Edredon Bleu, the winner, paying £4 on the tote, places 220 and 220 again. Exacta £17.90, straight forecast £13.18.
Race over 5 furlongs.